Hello everybody, I am the Texas Man. Welcome back to the channel. And if you guys haven't already, make sure you guys subscribe, hit that bell notification button to get notified of any and all upcoming videos. And this is going to be for Marvel Cinematic Universe Phase 3 reviews. So I've already done Phase 1 and Phase 2. If you haven't had a chance to, I highly encourage you guys to go check those out before you jump on and continue with this video. And so this is of course going to be Phase 3. And so let's get right into the scoring and reviewing. I'm going to try to run through these because there's a lot of films in Phase 3. If you guys would, please leave a like, drop a comment in the comment section of what your favorite film in Phase 3 is. Do you guys agree or disagree with any of my scores for these films? And what film are you guys most excited for Phase 4? Honestly, I'm not excited for any of them at all. I know that might sound harsh, but I'm not. I'm not excited for any of them. So Comic-Con was about a week or two ago, and I'm not excited for anything that Disney's doing with the MCU. Alright, so let's get into it. So, first of all, Captain America Civil War. I'm giving it an 8.5. I was planning on giving it a 9. I just didn't care for the whole, hey, let's make a mini Avengers film where Team Cap and Team Iron Man are fighting off against each other. I just thought that was kind of stupid and ridiculous. I did like seeing, Black Panther get introduced, and the tension and whatnot between the Avengers is okay. We got to see a lot of amazing action set pieces and whatnot. Very boring and dull villain. I didn't like the fact that there was more than one Winter Soldier. I did enjoy the fact that Bucky ended up killing Tony Stark's parents and seeing how that played out at the end of the film. I just really enjoyed that. Next, Doctor Strange. I'm giving a 6. Boring villain. Half the time it was boring, and I'm just like, really? It was like, don't text and don't drive so you don't end up having to have surgery and get magical powers. I felt like there was a lot of political drama nonsense in this film. And even in the future for Doctor Strange, I don't care about Doctor Strange. If he can, quote unquote, see the future and he has time stone and all that, I'm just like, so you're a superhero that is pretty much invincible. And none of the jokes really landed with me. I just didn't care about Doctor Strange, and I still don't, even after Avengers Endgame. I'm just like, I don't care about Doctor Strange. I don't care about any of his side characters or the villain. The villain. Oh gosh. Boring villain! Next, Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm going to give that a 8. I loved Groot! I loved all the action, all the jokes. Amazing side characters. I love all the Guardians. I loved Nebula and Gamora, the sister bonding, fighting with, Thanos and all that stuff, and just an amazing film from start to finish. And then next, we're going to talk about Guardians of the Galaxy 2. I'm giving it a 5. Very average film. Learning that Star-Lord's father is a planet. Why? This film also had a lot of crass and crude jokes that I just didn't care about. They really didn't do anything with Groot new or amazing. If anything, they really just forgot about him almost, except for a few scenes. I like the Mary Poppins thing. And then if you watch the credits, they hint at Adam Warlock showing up, and where is he? I sure hope he shows up eventually. Otherwise, that credit scene was completely a waste of time. Next, I'm going to talk about Spider-Man Homecoming. I'm going to give it a 6. I didn't like the fact that Tony Stark had to be the one that actually gives Spider-Man the suit. Spider-Man now no longer actually has the ability to just shoot webs out of his fingers or hands or whatever. All he has is, the spider sense and his ability to walk on walls. So His suit he never made. Iron Man did that for him. And he gets web shooters, so that's all Tony Stark technology. Just didn't like that. Vulture is the villain. He was okay. I like the big plot twist where you find out that Vulture is the father of the girl that Peter Parker is actually in love with. So I liked that big plot twist. But the fact that, the Vulture is basically a black market hawk stealing Stark technology, I'm just like, okay, sure. And that's about it. Next, we're going to talk about Thor Ragnarok. I'm giving it an 8.5. They actually made a good Thor movie with Ragnarok. Hulk's in it. Valkyrie's in it. A lot of good jokes, except for the portal in the sky. I'm going to leave it at that. Oh, that just... wow. I can't believe they did that. Amazing action, fighting scenes and whatnot. And of course, can't forget about the rock monster dude and his little crab friend. Well, those are good. Duggan something. Next, I'm going to give Black Panther a 7.5. I'm not a racist, but honestly, if you've seen The Lion King, Black Panther is the black man version of The Lion King. I'm sure I'm going to get hated and disliked, and the comic section's going to get flooded just because of this. But, yeah, I mean, Black Panther is Black Panther. I'm just going to stop at that. Okay, I'm giving it a 7.5. That's all. Yeah, 7.5. That's all I'm giving it. Next, we're going to talk about Avengers Infinity War. I'm giving it a 9. What a roller coaster of a ride that film was. I liked it from start to finish. All the actors and actresses did an amazing job. Is Loki dead? Is he really? I mean, he died in Thor. He died in Avengers. He died in Thor Dark World. He just keeps on dying. He's dead in Thor Ragnarok. And did he die in Avengers Infinity War? Because I don't know. It seems confusing. If he shows up again, I'm like, really? Can you just let him be dead and let him stay in his grave, please? Oh. Next, Ant-Man and the Wasp. I'm going to give it a 7.5. It didn't do anything different or amazing compared to the first Ant-Man. I mean, putting Wasp in there, like, okay. Ghost as a villain, kind of boring and dull. It felt like it was something that was like an explanation as to why Ant-Man and the Wasp was not in the Battle of Wakanda in Avengers Infinity War. And I felt like the fact that they had to make a 2-hour movie about that just kind of was silly. Next. Oh boy. Captain Marvel. Unless you've been living under a rock, you know for a fact that Captain Marvel is boring and bad. All I'm going to say is that literally all you have to do is find a way to blow up the Tesseract or harvest its energy and transfer it to you, and the Tesseract basically makes you into a superhuman. And then you become a superhero because of the Tesseract. So just fill around with the Tesseract and you guys can eventually just get superpowers and join up with the Avengers team, is what this movie proved. Yeah, I hate Captain Marvel, people. She's bland and she smiles like maybe once or twice, but it's like she's trying to smile through a concrete wall. The feminism, the political identity nonsense in that movie was just everywhere. I'm like, give me a good plot. Simmons said it best in in Transformers: Revenge of the Fallen, after they do the time, not the time jump, the moving from the museum into the desert. Simmons says, give me facts, give me details. Beginning, middle, End. Go. Something like that. I'm just like, why can't Captain Marvel have done that? Okay, I'm done. Moving on. Avengers Endgame. The movie we all really wanted to see. You guys ready for my score? Because it's not a 10. I am not giving Avengers Endgame a 10. I'm giving it a 9.5. It was really hard for me to have to do that. But I have my reasons as to why it's not the greatest and the best movie ever. I'm not giving Avengers Endgame a 10 out of 10. I'm giving it a 9.5. First of all, I know you're probably all going to hate me for saying this. I'm happy Iron Man is dead. Hate me, dislike me, leave me an evil comment in the comment section, but I'm happy that Iron Man is dead. We need some new fresh blood around here, people. Okay? And he needs to go on and do like Sherlock Holmes 3 or something. 2. Time travel? Really? If you have to use time travel in a film that is not meant for time travel, then you have run out of ideas. Like Back to the Future using time travel makes sense because it's a time travel film. Avengers Endgame uses time travel to retcon and fix things. I like how they tried to keep everything in chronological order with the time travel plot, but there are definitely some plot holes and loopholes, like Loki escapes, double Gamora, double Nebula, Thanos. Like, how does any of this make sense? There's certain things that I can nitpick and whatnot. I could spend half an hour or longer nitpicking that film with the time travel thing. Just time travel really messes with the consistency of a series. And then third thing of why I'm giving it a 9.5, Black Widow dies. I didn't care. If I was supposed to care about Black Widow dying, please tell me in the comment section, because I didn't. I didn't care. And the fact that they paired up Black Widow and Hawkeye to go to that planet to get the Soul Stone, I'm just like, well, they could kill Black Widow off because she really hasn't done anything in this entire universe of films except constantly put her legs between people's heads and whip them around. It sounds really wrong when I say that out loud. But all she does is beat up people and whip them around with her legs. I'm just like, okay, you can get rid of her. And then at the same time, I'm like, you could get rid of Hawkeye because it would have a more emotional impact. The fact that he gives his life up to save his family, but then the family doesn't have their dad, and I'm just like, and I was like, okay, either way, I'm just like, I would have cried, and it would have had a better emotional impact if Hawkeye dies, because Hawkeye really hasn't done all that much. I mean, Black Widow hasn't done much, but Black Widow at least is starting to have a character development, especially with Avengers Age of Ultron, where Black Widow and Hulk fall in love. I was hoping that would go somewhere. Now that Black Widow's dead, I'm like, well, that's over with. Even if they can't have kids. Like, really? You can't get married and at least, like, adopt or something? No, they're just killing off Black Widow. I'm like, okay. And then lastly, Spider-Man Far From Home. I'm giving a 9. We have a Spider-Man film that was amazing. Amazing villainy with Mysterio. Doesn't have Iron Man in it being the coach and the mentor. So that was nice. I loved all the jokes, the Edith classes, of course, and whatnot. And then the ending credit scenes where everyone finds out the Skrulls are back and everyone knows Peter Parker is Spider-Man and whatnot. Just an amazing film. So that's going to do it for me, guys. This has been my MCU Phase 3 scoring and reviewing. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys all in the next video. You guys have a great day. Bye.